Hi there, Alana Corso, Managing Broker, Co-Founding Partner of Dwell Realtors. Coming to you this week to tell you why San Carlos needs to vote yes on Measure N. As you may know, I've always been a huge supporter of public schools in California as a K through 16 California public school graduate myself. I've always believed in giving back to the schools that my kids attend, and then have also actively volunteered with our local education foundation here in San Carlos. So, public schools are important to me. If you are a San Carlos resident, you've probably noticed some signs around town that are encouraging you to support yes on Measure N. And so I wanted to give you kind of the nuts and bolts and why Measure N is important to support in San Carlos. First of all, you might be asking, what is Measure N? Measure N is a parcel tax that is renewing an existing parcel tax that is set to expire next year, and then they are adding a modest amount to the parcel tax to keep up with the cost of living here in the Bay Area. And so it's a renewal, extension, and modest increase to an existing parcel tax that taxpayers are already paying here in San Carlos. So why is Measure N important? So we could have a whole vlog episode on the complexities of public school education funding in California. And I can't do that this week since I'm focusing on Measure N and why it's so important to pass it. But in a nutshell, the state of California basically does not give enough public funding to our schools. And so local school districts have to rely on their own local revenue, which can come from parcel tax and education foundations or other possible business enterprises to help bridge that gap. So Measure N is one of those local revenue sources that helps the district basically provide a well-rounded education to the kids of San Carlos School District. And why is that important? So it's important because San Carlos School District, while having modest means, continues to provide an amazing education. They can attract and retain amazing teachers, which is so important to being with the kids who are with the kids every day in the classroom. It allows the district to provide strong core instruction in programs like English, math, sciences. Our parcel taxes also help support small class size. It also provides art, music, and librarians in all of the San Carlos schools. And by law, the funds are required to stay in the San Carlos School District. They can't be spent elsewhere. So you might be asking, how much does Measure N cost? So the renewal of the existing parcel tax that homeowners are already paying and commercial property owners is $246.10 per parcel per year. So the parcel tax would increase by an additional $88. So the new parcel tax total amount would be $334.10 per parcel per year, which breaks down to less than $28 per month or 91 cents per day to provide and continue to provide critical funds to promote excellent education experience in the San Carlos School District. Some people might be asking, is anyone exempt from this parcel tax? And anyone that's 65 and older can fill out an exemption form. And while they can support and vote yes on the parcel tax, they can apply for that exemption so that maybe if they are on fixed income and can't afford an increase in their expenses, that they can file for that exemption. You might be asking how the Measure N parcel tax funds can be used. And this is important to know. So all funds have to stay local here in the district. And there has to be taxpayer oversight, which includes that no funds can be used to pay administrator salaries. And then they have to go through an public audit process to account for how all of the dollars are spent so that you know that these dollars can be spent in a transparent manner, really getting into the classroom to benefit children the most. So how can you help with making sure Measure N gets passed? So the most important thing you can do is make sure that you're registered to vote before February 18th. This is a mail-in ballot election. All ballots were in the mail the week of February 3rd, so you probably have already gotten it, or if it's in your pile, a stack of mail, be sure you go through it. So I recommend voting early now, getting that ballot in the mail. There's no postage required, so you can just put it out for your mailman or mailwoman to take with them, or you can also drop it off at your local polling voting location, which here is the San Carlos Library. So again, make sure you fill out the ballot, vote yes on Measure N, support our San Carlos schools. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. I'm happy to answer your questions. And then you can also go to the website supportsancarlosschools.com and check out all of the information they have and see why it is so critical that this measure passes. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you next week.